All right, here's our E-Mini Futures, guys. This is our final practice of the day, and we got a special guest up here in the booth. I do want to tell you guys, heat race number 1 is going to be 10:50. 10:50. It is 10:23 right now, so a little over a half hour, guys. A little under a half hour, I should say. 10:50, heat race number 1, Super Mini 1. You guys should start getting ready at least, but you got a few minutes to head on over here to the tunnel. 250B will be after that, 65, 711, and 40 plus. So our E-Minis are out there. Ricky Carmichael in the booth with us today. And Ricky, this is our biggest E-Mini turnout we've seen so far. 12 riders here. So the electric bike's coming out and making a presence to our sport.
Well, I think it's only going to take off from here. You're exactly, this doesn't surprise me that we're seeing a ramp up in the e-bike category, and I think it's fantastic what Husky has been able to do here with these little bikes. It truly is. I like it. I think it's cool, and I think there's a spot for it in the space. And you know what? If it gets more people on motorcycles, then I'm all for it.
Yeah. I saw a guy riding an Alta around the pits yesterday who was just kind of cruising around. But yeah, electric I think is the long-term future. Maybe not tomorrow, but they are gaining traction. And like I said, this is our biggest turnout so far. So good to see this down here in Dallas. Hey, how about the turnout here overall in Arlington? Our biggest pre-entry, probably maybe our biggest entry of the year. Almost 800 entries today. Hey, you guys, thanks for coming out. Great track. You get to race in Jerry Jones's dome here, AT&T Stadium. Too cool. And you've raced here many times, and you got to call the race last night. And how was the event overall last night? What'd you think?
Well, the event was fantastic last night. Great racing. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the Triple Crown format. I know there's some folks that aren't necessarily on board with it, but you can't deny the racing and what that Triple Crown format brings to the table, whether you're a fan in the stands or you're at home tuned in to NBCSN. Fantastic night. Unfortunately, with a couple guys going out, AC going out, Cooper Webb going out, and Brock Tickle hurting himself. That's definitely a bummer for sure, but that's part of the game, and that's racing. And myself personally, I don't think it had anything to do with the format, but it was fun, and it was so cool to see. I mean, this place was rocking, man. The vibe was awesome. It was packed, and that's what we like to see. So the attendance looked like it was up from last year when we were here. So I love it, man. I think the broadcast, I think we had a pretty good night for sure. Hard not to have a good night on the broadcast when the racing is so good. But then let's fast forward to the futures here. A lot of people participating today, and definitely we're thankful for you guys all coming out. A lot of people, a lot of sponsors to thank for making this happen. But definitely got to give it up to the folks at Feld for providing all you guys a great place to race. Like you said, I mean, getting to race here at Jerry's World, AT&T Stadium, it's definitely an honor. Look at this place. It's massive. So to come here on a Sunday, some of you guys probably haven't raced in a while due to weather, and if you guys are in colder climates and don't have the accessibility to race, maybe your local tracks are shut down. Well, this presents an opportunity for you to get out here and really blow the cobwebs off and come and have some fun. So it's a program that I believe in. We definitely know that. No, we don't definitely know, but we're fairly certain that Supercross is the future, and it's a good avenue, a good segue to learn Supercross and provide you guys a fantastic opportunity.
So it is round 6 of the futures, and we've gone to where have we been? We've been to St. Louis and Anaheim too, Glendale, Oakland, Tampa, and now Dallas. We got about a month off until we go to Denver. That's in April. Boston, Vegas, and Salt Lake. Those are just future rounds that I'm talking about. But you got a busy schedule. You got Atlanta next week, and then your big race in Daytona in a couple weeks. That's going to be a big one too.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I love going to Atlanta. I'm really excited about that next weekend at Mercedes-Benz Dome. Just something about that place. You walk in there, it's so much fun, and it's going to be a good night. So where Monster Energy Supercross is at with the series, whether it's 450 or 250, the regional series, it's just been really, really good. Little different with a couple guys going out last night, but still we got a great battle in the 450 class as far as points-wise go, cracking up. So it's going to be a lot of fun to watch that, see how it plays out. I think that we're seeing a new Eli Tomac as far as Supercross goes. I think that he's for real and definitely doesn't look like what has haunted him in years past is going to be the case this year. So we're at the halfway mark, and I think he's got what it takes to bring it on to the finish line at Salt Lake City. So looking forward to seeing how that folds out for sure. And yeah, man. So as far as that goes, yeah, we're excited for that. Fast forwarding to Daytona, that's going to be a lot of fun. The 50th running of the Daytona Supercross. Got a lot of cool elements we're putting, we've put into the track, implemented into the track, I should say. Some things basically from each decade that the existence of Daytona Supercross has been running. So